Hello and welcome to When Will It End? It's a movie podcast where we watch the whole movies in the film series, and we have, we're actively watching Scary Movie 5, and we're breaking format for the first time.
It's unprecedented.
We have begun recording while watching the movie because we have an hour to go, and let's just say this dog won't hunt.
What does that mean?
This dog won't hunt. That cat won't meow.
So they're just not working, right?
That truck doesn't got a Hemi.
I don't know. Can I be honest with you?
I don't know what a Hemi
I
is.
don't know what a Hemi is either.
Like a hemispherical?
I don't know. Hemi stands for 2,
Yeah.
right?
This is a really bad movie. This is the kind of bad movie where it's just boring. Like it's not even like this. It's less offensive than any of the other ones. Maybe that's part of it. It's so bland.
Honestly, they're no.
There's a fat joke.
Actually, they make fun of fat people
joke,
quite a bit.
We got a diarrhea joke in.
Yep.
Snoop Dogg was in it and barely conscious.
I mean, it's classic.
This is low effort.
So this is sort of the we've been talking, franchise. I was very excited for this one because in the past when there's been a big break between entries in the franchise, it's been wonderful. Usually they use that to refresh, to do something new. This is just as though Zucker was involved, but then like the director of Beethoven somehow made it.
The monster put the toothbrush in the dog's butthole, and I think now. That's it. No, they just bailed in that scene.
So this is going to be a really strange episode. I don't want it to be us just sort of like meandering around talking about the movie while it's playing. I'd like to do an episode and just have it on the background to say that we watched the movie.
Hold on, we have a scheme.
Wait, we have a scheme?
Yes, we have a scheme.
That was me leading you to the scheme without the people knowing we had a scheme.
Oh, sorry, everybody.
Come on, man. I thought you were a professional.
I came into this feeling like Tartarchus, and now I feel like Tartarchus when he was imprisoned and no longer the Jadok of the Thorns. Tartarchus. I did eat the Greek salad. Fans of the show will... I want to apologize. I know he brought a lot of juice to the last ep.
Yeah, he was good.
Longtime fans remember the previous episode. Do you remember Scary Movie 4, that episode?
Yeah, I remember it too.
Oh, right now the Latina maid is
Josh,
vacuuming in her sleep.
We have this on because it needs to go to the end of the thing. We do not need to actually be watching it or talking about it. Okay?
Yeah.
They're literally... Do you remember that Alec Baldwin spoof on Scary Movie? It was an SNL skit. It was just like him sleeping badly. They're literally just recreating that scene.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, this sucks.
But Simon Fox is back.
This is racist right here. This is great.
I'm doing the same thing you are. Pinata. This is really bad.
We're not talking about this movie.
Okay,
I think this movie does not deserve to be talked about.
No, so we'll do something which I think is maybe groundbreaking.
This is, I think,
you think
before we move
smart?
on,
I think it's pretty smart.
This is like, it feels like a National Lampoon movie. But without anyone good.
Yeah.
Because those are also full of bits that didn't really work. But it was Chevy Chase and all that cast just like pulled it together really well. This is, what's this guy's name even?
Malcolm D. Lee, the director?
No, the main actor.
No, Simon Fox, the great Simon Fox.
Yeah, he just gets hurt a lot, but not like.
It's genuinely joyless.
Here's some examples of like what the Zuckers bring to the table. We've talked about it before. They show us people in strange places doing things as though they're not acknowledging the strange thing. So, like in this case, a woman peed on her phone as a urine to see if she's pregnant.
As a urine, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she gets a phone call. In a Zucker film, she would have continued the phone call holding a piss-drenched phone. She would have had the whole conversation. She would have hung up, and that would be the end of the scene.
In this movie, she goes, "Oh, it's gross. There's pee on my phone."
Immediately.
Right.
She says hello, and then so you can't do both.
Right.
Zucker
also,
knows it.
The whiplash direction and editing style of the Zuckers allow for that kind of joke to be told visually as well as in the script. And in this movie, there's lots of long, boring, static shots that have no energy to them. And the fact they're doing like an extended Paranormal Activity bit requires these like just very boring bits of camera work that make it very dull. So instead, we're going to imagine a different world. We're going to step into the shoes of one Sean Elwood. Now, look, I don't know who Sean Elwood is, but I'll tell you one thing. He did not write this movie. The movie we're watching was written by Pat Proft and David Zucker. What link in the description for this? Link in the description?
Yeah.
We have the technology to do a link in the
along.
description. We're going to read to you an alternate vision of Scary Movie 5 written by Sean Elwood. Now, I don't know who Sean Elwood is. I think I should do a little bit of rudimentary Googling.
I mean, we could have emailed him first. He does have his email address in here. It's Sean_Elwood at hotmail.com.
Sean Elwood wrote his own Scary Movie 5. Let's see. So he's written 2 books, Afterlife, After Death, and Grosvenor Arms. Huh.
So has he written, before we go down this path.
His website is SeanElwoodArt.com. Photography, videography, and horror screenplays and stories by award-winning writer Sean Elwood.
He won awards. You've won awards.
It's true. We have that in common.
Oh, my God.
He has a lot of films on IMDb that do not have the cover of the film uploaded to IMDb.
Cool.
Yeah, interesting. So Sean Elwood, for reasons that, I don't know, I guess we'll probably never find out, wrote his take on Scary Movie 5. And in the desperate hope that it's better than actual Scary Movie 5 in our timeline, we're going to present to you Scary Movie 5 by Sean Elwood. Sean, you can contact Sean at Sean_Elwood at hotmail.com.
Yeah.
Sean, maybe it's time for a Gmail, my guy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, this was 2000. Yeah, I had a Gmail then. What the fuck?
In 2013. This is a bad movie. Okay, but here's a better movie.
It's still playing, but it's fine. Okay. We're going to finish it.
Interior Cemetery, day. The sun is shining.
Wait, why do you
the trees are greenish brown. And shut the fuck up.
Who's doing what? Whose roles are what? There's Barbara and Johnny.
In.
Can I be Barbara?
We'll go back and forth. Just please, this is my idea.
Okay, so this is like school when they make you read like paragraphs of Hamlet.
This is like school when one of you does better on the school on the group project.
The school, yeah.
Shut the fuck up. This is my group project.
This is your group project.
I'm the alpha in this group project.
It's not our group project. You know what the alpha does? The alpha just does all the work while the beta fucks off.
Right, that's what you're doing
because
right now.
The alpha knows that they need
Interior
to get
cemetery, day. The sun is shining, the trees are greenish brown, and yellow and orange leaves roll across the dying grass to cover the cemetery landscape. Birds chirp in the distance, and tombstones embellish the graveyard, stretching for what seems like miles. A black crooked fence surrounds the cemetery. A gust of wind blows through the area, knocking leaves on the ground, where an old Cadillac pulls up. The engine turns off and both car doors open. Out from the driver's side steps a young-looking man, Johnny, with large black glasses, a plaid tux, and his hair combed Donald Trump style.
Whoa.
Hey, Donnie, the Prez. Beer bottles pour out of the car. He slams the door shut and leans on the side rearview mirror. It snaps off and he catches himself on the car. That's good. We're starting a little slapstick right off the bat.
Right
Damn, Sean. Barbara, is that spelled right?
I mean, that's how some people spell Barbara.
Oh, really? No.
That's how Barbara
missing a middle
Streisand. Barbara Streisand spells her name that way.
Not Baraba?
Not Baraba.
Or Barbara.
Barbara.
I think Sean fucked up. I think he meant to say Barbara.
I mean, it's a way to spell Barbara.
Right now, there's a bunch of vacuum cleaners having a party.
Cannot. If we're doing this,
shut up.
You can't do that.
But we can do both. Barbara steps out from the passenger side, her blonde hair neatly brushed and held by a headband, dressed in a church clothing made out of a skirt and a white blouse. She looks over at Johnny, who picks up the broken mirror. Cursing, he walks to the back of the Cadillac and pops the trunk open, throwing the side view mirror in with another 100 broken side view mirrors.
That was a good joke.
Okay, you're Barbara.
All right. You want me to act or just read it?
I mean, put a little stink on it.
All right. Johnny. Oh, that's bad. Johnny, any more beatings to your car and you're going to be pushing that thing home. Okay. Johnny, any more beatings to that car, you're going to be pushing that thing home.
There's no way that piece of junk can't get any more beaten up.
They pass a few tombstones, walking away from the car. A bird suddenly smashes into the windshield, almost obliterating it. The windshield or the bird?
I don't know.
It's a bad screenplay. Feathers poof up into the air. They walk through the scattered tombstones and finally reach one where Barbara didn't. Do you have to do all caps like that?
I think it's. I've never written a screenplay. What do I know?
I've written one. A half of one, quarter of one.
All right, you're no Sean Elwood. Keep reading.
He begins to put on brown leather hobo-like gloves.
Like 2 sentences.
Yeah,
there.
I don't care. And tightens them. After a while, Johnny gets impatient.
Come on, Barbara. You do enough kneeling at your nightly job. Besides, praying is for church.
I don't see you at church anymore.
Johnny kicks at the ground. I don't see my mom had to be buried 200 miles away from the nearest beer.
You're thinking about beer at a time like this? Johnny, you had 3 bottles on our way here, and it's barely 12 o'clock.
Well, you're really improving. You're having a little fun with this. And why can't I have another one?
Johnny, you were so drunk you run over the caretaker and parked on top of him when we got here.
Cut to exterior Cadillac day. An elderly man, his mouth frozen with an empty scream and his eyes wide open, lies under the back tire. A crow lands next to him and begins pecking at his left eye.
Wow.
Cut back to cemetery interior day. Barbara gets up and brushes off her skirt. They begin to slowly walk back in the direction of the Cadillac. Johnny gets an evil smirk on his face. Hey, Barbara, remember when we were younger and whenever we came here, I'd always jump out and scare you?
Nervous. Oh, I don't... Wait.
It's a direction. You don't actually...
Okay. Not now, Johnny.
You're still afraid, aren't you?
Stop it, Johnny.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're being ignorant.
They're horny, Barbara. They've been dead a long time, and you seem to be the perfect lady. I'm sure they have a few withered dollars.
Johnny stops walking and sees a man staggering towards them, but still yards away. Oh, I think I know what this reference is for.
A pretty friggin' zombie movie. Look, there goes one of them now. I bet he's huge as a wiener.
The zombie walks up to Barbara. She walks up to him to apologize, but before she can, he grabs her shoulders and begins to shake her violently, ripping at her, trying to take a bite out of her. She screams in distress, and Johnny comes... Wait. I don't really know how screenplays work.
Just read the fucking thing.
Yeah, but you're screaming.
Right now they're doing a Planet of the Apes thing in the movie.
Cool.
Yeah.
Suddenly the zombie trips over Johnny and they fall down. Johnny's head. Yeah, something. Go.
You're really not. I don't think you're really bringing. Sean Elwood slaved over this script, and you're sort of passively. You don't even like this
screenplay.
Please, can you just read that? That people don't understand what's happening in the movie
Suddenly,
now.
the zombie trips over Johnny, and they both fall down. Johnny's no apostrophe, so maybe multiple Johnnies are in
Sean,
this
you fucking idiot. You have many Johnnies.
Johnny's head slamming into gravestone.
Barbara.
Oh, that's me. Johnny!
The zombie inches near her when Johnny sits up.
Do you think that was the right reading for that one?
Johnny. Oh my God, he chipped my teeth.
Chipped my teeth?
My freaking teeth.
My zombies grunts in confusion and turns around, seeing Johnny still alive. He walks back towards him and slams his head into the gravestone again. Johnny is still alive. Oh, cool. His nose bleeding profusely.
Fusely.
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 Why are you saying it that way?
Profusely. It's not profusely. Ouch, what the hell? Can you read like you're not like dying?
I don't know.
You seem joyless. Just please. This is
This
Scary Movie 5.
screenplay is ridiculous.
Keep reading it.
Ouch. What the hell?
I think that's my line. I just fucking get it.
Oh, sorry. You just
Jesus
you
Christ.
take over.
Barbara still watches in horror. Barbara still watches in horror instead of running away, and the zombie finally kills Johnny. Bye,
Whoa, Johnny's dead?
This is huge. We met Johnny. We got to know Johnny. He loves beer. He thinks his sister's a hoe.
And he says 12 o'clock.
It's 12 o'clock. No, she said that. It's not even 12 o'clock. The zombie gets up and begins walking towards Barbara. She screams and runs to the Cadillac. Exterior Cadillac, day. She runs to the driver's side and opens the door, shuts it and locks it. Interior Cadillac, day. The bird that had crashed through the windshield squawks at her and she screams, grabbing it and smashing it against the dashboard. It falls to the floor of the car and there are eggs in a neatly made nest in the passenger seat.
Cool.
Good stuff.
I'm excited for this.
She reaches for the ignition, but the key isn't there. Angry and scared, she slams her fist on the steering wheel. We're missing a good bulimia joke. Yeah. She looks out on the window and sees the zombie walking toward the car. The zombie begins banging on the window. He looks down and picks up one of Johnny's empty beer bottles and begins banging it in the window. I just sort of rewrote that in my head because the actual sentence is quite bad. It cracks and shatters and Barbara screams. The zombie reaches in and Barbara grabs an egg from the nest and chunks it.
Yeah.
Chunks it. And then chunks it. It just chunks it at the zombie's face. It explodes, yolk covering the zombie's face. Oh, the great Molly Shannon is here. She's great.
She is really good.
She's about to write cunt in the movie, but she didn't. Molly Shannon rules. That's the best part of what little we watched of Scary Movie 5.
I think Molly Shannon was exceptional. There was a good joke about him being racist, which is probably too.
Okay.
And then a third joke about him being racist where he just says, por favor.
That was funny.
That was a very funny joke.
Yeah. Okay, so she chunks the egg in the zombie's face. Wait, it explodes, yolk covering the zombie's face. She grabs another one. Yeah.
Sean is a bad writer.
We don't know. We don't know where this is going.
He said chunks.
He did say chunk. That wasn't great. Sorry, Sean. She grabs another one and smashes it on the zombie's head and smears the yolk around his cheeks. She looks at the yolk on her hands and cringes. Ugh. She takes the time to wipe it on her blouse and she resumes screaming at the zombie. Finally, she gets the dead bird that had crashed and stuffs in the zombie's mouth.
This is elaborate.
Well, they're going to do an Inception bit in the actual movie.
Cool.
Bummer. The zombie gags on it, but still reaches for Barbara. She pulls the parking brake and the car begins to roll forward. Exterior Cadillac, day. The zombie clings to the door window, the bird still in its mouth, while the caretaker, now a zombie, clings onto the back bumper. The car begins rolling down a hill and into some woods.
Oh, is this the same caretaker from the cut?
Yeah, from earlier.
Oh my God, what a genius idea, Sean.
Yeah. What do you think about this fake Leo? That's pretty funny.
Who is it?
I don't know, but there's a fake Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh man, it looks like a different actor. It doesn't look like Leo.
Well, it's not Leo. Oh, good bit. There's a vibrating cell phone bit.
I hate this movie.
Yeah,
I honestly can't tell which is worse. All right,
they're neck and neck. The zombie clinging to the window spits the bird out.
The zombie clinging to the window spits the bird out and looks up, its eyes wide. He slams into a large tree and loses his grip on the car. The other zombie continues to hang onto the bumper. The zombie grunts and out almost incoherent words like, oh no and ouch. He looks up and sees a yellow warning sign that says small plants.
Okay.
Is that a warning sign?
I don't know.
Do those exist?
It is now. Small plants.
I mean, it isn't. Because
Jerry O'Connell's in this.
This is just a screenplay that some idiot wrote.
Yeah. The car runs over small plants growing out of the ground. They rip off the zombie's pants, leaving him in his boxers.
That's like good shit.
Oh no, the car passes another sign.
Wait.
Here we
stop?
go.
Can you imagine that?
That's pretty good.
Can
No,
you stop and imagine that?
I'm imagining it right now. Zombie in boxers? What is this? Crazy Town?
Because he hits some plants.
Yeah. So this is where we're getting into some really some good stuff here. This is, I can tell, a real Zucker riff he's going on here. The car passes another sign that says sharp rocks, and the car runs over the rocks, tearing off the zombie's boxers, leaving him butt naked.
Butt naked. Wow.
The zombie continues to grunt out the words "oh no" and "ouch," kind of like us watching the actual Scary Movie 5.
Oh no.
The car passes yet
Ouch.
a third warning sign that says cacti, and the zombie's eyes get wide. Zombie, deep voice. Oh shit.
So wait, can we pause?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mike Tyson is back.
He's back.
He was in we didn't mention this. He's in Scary Movie 4, and now he's punching Jerry O'Connell in Scary Movie 5. Good stuff.
Wow, cool.
Doing a 50 Shades of Grey thing.
Which in order, if you're being dragged behind a car,
yeah,
which would you want? Small plants? You want sharp rocks? You want cacti?
Oh man, how about none of the above? Small plants not so bad.
You got to rate it, rank them.
Well, let me ask you this: is it funnier to have small plants be first or third? Like if it deflated on the third?
That's sort of what I'm talking about. Is that honestly, I think sharp rocks would be much worse than cactuses.
Yeah, I fear sharp rocks on a daily basis.
Yeah, cactuses are mostly sort of soft.
But I once saw a dog run through a cactus in Arizona when I was a kid, and that dog was fucked up.
Yeah.
It was really upsetting.
Ran into a cactus?
It ran through a cactus bush. It was fucked up.
Fuck.
Okay, where were we? So
the zombie just had
zombie rolls over the cacti. Oh, shit. And the zombie screams and flies off. The tires pop, and the Cadillac slams into a tree.
Sick.
Interior Cadillac day. Barbara slings forward and hits her forehead on the steering wheel. She opens her eyes, and the police siren goes off.
Can I ask you a question about screenplays?
Please.
I know you say you've never written one. Would you ever say exterior Cadillac?
Yeah, that's telling what shot it goes to.
So it's exterior, but about a Cadillac.
It's just communicating we're now outside of the Cadillac. It's not a big deal.
Well, I just was like...
A police officer is standing next to her door with a ticket handed out to her. She looks up at him. You do it. I'll be Barbara this time. You be the officer.
Okay. Wow, we're changing?
Yeah, this is, and you get a good line, too.
Wow, cool.
You're going to love this line. Ready?
Excuse me, ma'am. You're going to have to pay $200 for not wearing your seatbelt.
But, officer, I was in a hurry.
It doesn't matter.
How about this? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That's good. That's Jerry Lewis.
Close.
You have Jerry Lewis style.
It doesn't matter.
The zombie that attacked Johnny pounces on the officer as he falls to the ground. Barbara screams and climbs out the window. She begins to run down the hill covered in dead leaves. This is, Sean, this feels like a long bit.
I mean...
Cut it, Sean.
Yeah, we got to cut
Most of those bits happen in like one scene.
So wait. The box, there's one zombie, got boxed, he got briefed.
There's two zombies because now the caretaker's also a zombie.
Right. But so they take time out of that to have a police officer show up and issue her a $200 fine.
But here's the thing, incongruently with the situation, the fine is for a relatively minor issue.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Interior woods day. Barbara, slips in the dead leaves and begins to do multiple numbers of cartwheels and somersaults. Somersaults spelled somersaults. Hitting low tree branches and flipping over rocks. She finally lands on a flat, grassy ground, clean and her hair barely messed up.
Oh, good.
She panics and runs away from the woods towards an old farmhouse. Exterior farmhouse day. She runs up to the porch and begins banging on a door. Do the Foley work. Bang on something for us. The table.
The table? Okay. Gotta get the mic.
Just hold it down. Yeah, here we go. She tries opening it, but it doesn't budge. Hello? Someone please help me. Hello?
Okay. She runs around to the front of the house and bangs on the front door. You want to do this one?
Yeah, I'll do this one.
Okay.
Ready?
I just lost my spot. There we go. In front of her is another... No, I'm sorry. I lost my.
You're fucking shitting all over
I
this.
went to lean over and I moved my phone around.
She runs around to the front of the house and bangs on the front door, but it slowly opens. She slowly walks inside.
There we go. I'm back. She walks in and she shuts the door behind her. She looks around at her surroundings. That's fun.
Yeah.
In front of her is another hallway and a staircase. Do you think there's just going to be infinite hallways and staircases?
Interior farmhouse living room day. She walks into the living room where there is a fireplace and a few chairs sitting around. There's a small fire burning in a large pile of ashes. She walks over to the fireplace and looks at it. She sneezes and the ashes float everywhere, covering her up. She coughs and waves the ashes away and looks next to her. Sitting on the floor next to her are two objects neatly placed as if they were to be used later. A small garden shovel and a pot that says Mom on it. Next to the pot is a letter. She opens it and reads it.
All right, can I do this?
Yeah. Hick accent. That's a thick accent.
Oh, this is a voiceover. Okay.
Yeah.
Hick accent. I don't want to do a hick accent.
Dear Pa, Mom was being a bitch. Happy belated birthday.
She looks up at the wall, and there are plaques with animal heads on them. On the first plaque, there is
this is a good bit. I read ahead. Fuck, dude.
You can't just read it.
Go ahead, dude. This is good shit. Oh, fuck.
There's a bear head on, and under it says bear. Next to it, there's a fox head. Period. This time, under it, it says fox.
Now, the rule. Have you ever heard of the rules of threes?
No.
Rule of threes.
Explain it to me.
Something's funniest the third time.
And is it funny, funnier, funniest?
Yeah, it's like funny.
Or is it not funny, finally funny?
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Okay.
But I'm just
Because
joke,
so far not funny.
right. But now that's getting good. You're gonna love this. Next to the fox head, what is it?
The man's.
It's a human head.
Oh, the next to the fox head is a human head.
Yeah.
The man's hair is neatly combed, and he has on large black glasses like Johnny's. Oh, weird.
Uh-huh.
Is it Johnny?
Yeah, we'll find out.
Okay. And he has a smile on his face. Under the under the man's head, it says, door-to-door vacuum salesman.
Now, it's funny because it was fox head, bear head, then human head, door-to-door vacuum salesman.
So
That's fucking good. That's good stuff.
So the rule of threes so far is not funny. Well, I don't understand the rule.
This is you got to do it three
You
times.
just need 3 times.
She gasps and walks into the entryway and looks up the stairs. She begins to walk up each step slowly, and she gets to the top where a long hallway stretches across the house. Interior farmhouse, upstairs day. She walks down the hallway and comes to a room where she hears voices. She opens the door, and the door gives out a long, eerie creak. Interior farmhouse, upstairs room day. Inside the room stands a priest. What are we? Scary Movie 3? Dressed in a Catholic priest outfit. That would scan. A man dressed in a farmer's clothes holding Emily Rose's hand. Ooh, our first full-on spoof. It's not just a random zombie thing.
Wait. Oh, there's something of Emily Rose?
The abortion of Emily Rose. And a teenage guy standing next to her bed. A girl crouches in the corner of the room. Emily begins to make a long clicking noise. Click, 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 click.
Wait, what is a long clicking noise? Can I be the priest, or you want to be Emily?
You're the priest. And the priest becomes nervous.
Hold her down.
Emily's boyfriend, the teenage guy, and her father push Emily down on the bed.
And I'll take off her pants.
Barbara quickly shuts the door. That's the whole bit.
Wait, what?
Oh, no, there's more. There's more.
Okay.
She turns away from the room, and there's a loud demonic screaming from Emily. Ah! And the sound of shattering glass startles Barbara.
Do you want to be Girl OS?
Yeah, off screen.
Yeah.
Emily!
Barbara walks back toward the stairs. Before she reaches them, the downstairs front door bursts open, and the zombie that killed... What? It's back? They killed Johnny, and the officer grunts and looks up. Wait, did I miss that he killed the police officer?
It's implied.
Okay.
They're doing a very, very bad thing. It's a joke about lesbian sex and they're rubbing tacos and buns on each other, and someone literally eating a carpet.
She gasps and the zombie strides up the stairs. Barbara screams and runs down the hall towards another door at the end of the hallway. She opens it up and runs into the room, slamming the door shut.
Interior upstairs bathroom day. She falls into the bathtub and stares at the door with concern, wondering where the zombie went. She slowly gets out. She gets out of the tub and walks slowly towards the door, passing the medicine cabinet with a mirror on the outside. But she doesn't cast a reflection. Sean, you devil, you, dropping us a little hint about what is to come.
Wow.
She walks to the door and puts her head next to it, listening for any movement. Suddenly, the zombie bursts through the door, and Barbara is sent back towards the sink. She opens the medicine cabinet. Uh-oh, this is good. She opens the medicine cabinet and searches through it. She finds a bottle of Axe and sprays it in the zombie's face and body, screaming. like it's mace, but it's
So is that
it's a joke about axe.
Is that the end of the joke? Because maybe there's more of the joke in that she suddenly becomes attracted to him.
The zombie stops walking towards her, and Barbara soon starts to calm down and sniffs the air. She begins to look at the zombie with a sexy stare.
Oh, called
The
it.
zombie looks around him and
Called
points to
it.
him, and Barbara nods. Oh, shit. About to get raunchy. The zombie and Barbara lower to the ground to the bathroom, and the zombie starts to slip lower down her body. Barbara begins to moan intimately. That's good. Louder and louder, and her moan turn into screams as the zombie begins to chomp down on her legs.
What?
No, I've heard about
not
eating
funny.
pussy, but eating legs?
I've heard about eating legs.
Yeah. Upstairs room day. The window in the room is broken, and the priest looks over his shoulder as Barbara screams. And he looks back at the two men. T-O-O men. Two men. You being two men. Emily is gone.
Oh, okay. It's me again.
Yeah.
If it sounds like those two are having fun, we should join them.
Yeah.
Title appears, Scary Movie 5.
Wow. That's what he closes the bid on.
So,
Sean Elwood, he's a master of his craft. He's really created quite a pickle here.
all right. So I think we should take a little pause.
Yeah. Here's my problem with you, Sean. You got to stick
Wow,
to
coming in hot.
You got to stick to one bit. With the legendary Scary Movie opening bit, you really got to focus on. Wow, this is even glimpsing up at this movie is really rough.
It's tough.
It's really
Wait, I
bad.
think you said Anna Faris was in this.
I thought she was. Maybe I'm dead wrong.
I think so. I think they just got two people that looked like the people
Anna
from the
Faris
last
and
four.
oh no, remember old porn websites?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Different time.
I mean, I don't really know what new porn. I think that's the whole thing is that this definitely looks like an old porn website.
Yeah, like very graphic heavy.
But I feel like no one really
click
goes
here.
I'm sure some people still go to porn websites because they still exist, but I think most people just do like Pornhub and
X videos, RedTube.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
those porn aggregators are the new father for a generation of young people.
So do you think it's
They're
sort of
the
like
father we never
Spotify where
had.
they pay like brazzers and
Like a licensing thing?
yeah, do you think they pay like a
I feel like it must be,
0.001
right?
cents for every second?
I don't really understand like the economics of the free porn world. I
I
mean,
don't
clearly
either.
they haven't shut it down, so there must be something.
Right, and it's still $1 billion industry apparently. Though I don't know who told me that or why I think that.
Let's just go with it.
But it's still a huge industry.
There's no way to find out.
and I'm assuming people that are in it make money.
You know, it's Haley from Modern Family.
Stop! You gotta stop.
No, I really don't.
You gotta stop.
Okay, whatever.
This
Sean
is
Elwood-
just on because we needed to get to the final thing.
Okay, Sean Elwood, you need to focus on one bit and just do the one bit. There's like a whole
So
movie's worth of bits in
That's
his
what
intro.
he misunderstood because what Zucker did well was he has one umbrella, and inside of that umbrella you can have multiple things. But like in this case,
Right.
he had Night of the Living Dead, he had Emily Rose, he had exorcism shit, whatever.
Horny zombie,
Yeah,
zombie horny.
like if you were you should do a Night of the Living Dead spoof, and then
Yeah.
have all these things like the Cactus Rock thing.
Right. The umbrella, it's like Exorcist, the climactic exorcism scene. That's the whole frame of 3. In 4, you got your fucking Shaq and Dr. Phil doing Just Saw. And then there's jokes inside that structure. Sean, you were all over the place. Multiple locations for a one bit? Come on, motherfucker.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, it's a gambit. It's like MacGyver.
Yeah,
you
who are
watch
you?
that MacGyver?
Martin Scorsese?
Oh, come on.
There's so many locations.
Yeah. MacGyver was the first one I learned about well, I guess James Bond did the opening gambit too. Where the first scene rarely had anything to do with the
I
rest
love
of
to
the
eat
movie.
pushy and
Yeah.
blood of Russians.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look a Russian.
I mean,
Die.
Bond
Rusky.
eating pushy was
Pushy.
that's a pretty integral character point.
If you rewatch those movies, he talks about eating pussy like fucking all the time.
Yeah.
Cunnilingus.
Well, he doesn't eat pussy, he eats pushy.
Pushy. Boy. What a struggle it is to live.
Why does she sound like Herzog?
Okay, we finished Scary Movie 5, interior house / living room.
Wait, we're
day.
going back in?
The room is almost spotless, and a large window with blue denim curtains opens to let in sunlight. Inside the room is a couch, 2 armchairs, a coffee table with TV with other
there's,
decorations.
Jaws. Jaws
Yeah.
is gonna happen.
But there's a bit of a twist here. Chief
Yeah.
Martin Grody.
Yeah.
Because his name is Brody.
Right.
His name is Brody in Jaws. Now it's Grody, like it's in gross. See, you asked me to not comment on Scary Movie 5 being in front of us, and yet this is like legit. The thing about Sonic the Hedgehog is that that movie is like, it's like one of those movies that's on in the background of other movies, or like it's like a 30 Rock movie within a TV show kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like pretty fun. Like for that kind of thing, it's actually enjoyable despite serving a role in culture of total wallpaper. Like there must be a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, and so there is.
Yes.
So, but this is a terrible wallpaper movie. It's just, you can't even really get what they're going for. It's just fucking bad.
Yeah, so I mean, I think this is I mean, we can keep reading this shitty scream. I don't know. Is it working?
Yeah, it's good. It's good stuff.
I sort of just want to talk about the franchise now. Can we take a break from the
Okay, we'll take a
screenplay?
break. Sean, stay tuned, motherfucker. We got more for you.
We'll be back.
Chief Martin Grody, isn't that kind of a
Oh
low
my
blow?
God. Well,
That's a little Mad Magazine for the Scary Movie franchise.
Dildo fuckface.
Do you remember off the top of your head what John Carter has to?
Oh yeah.
It's like octo wheeze, bussort,
Why'd they use wheeze?
bazoom. I thought she meant he had to actually
Me
wheeze.
too. It was
And then I
very
was
unclear.
confused when he
It's
didn't.
a very long pause after she
Yeah.
said wheeze.
Yeah, I was confused.
Oh wow, so they really are just doing
Or an extended
Evil
Evil Dead
Dead.
bit. It's weird they're going backwards with the like. I feel like a lot of the other ones were really contemporary. Now we missed something in the movie. Now there's a toy car, like a Stuart Little style toy
just
car.
Leave it alone. Just leave
I'm
it
just
alone.
asking questions of society. Is that so wrong?
No, but just leave this out of it.
Leave Scary Movie 5 out of our Scary Movie 5 episode.
Yes, please. I just want to talk about
Ugh. Yeah, go ahead.
where we're going. What's happening here before us? This is an interesting franchise because it is so aimless. And the Wayans brothers set it up that way. This is an aimless nonsense where you feel like you could make one of these every year because there's so little to them. You don't need anything other than a cast and an idiot to write a 90-page screenplay, or in some cases an 80-page screenplay.
Well, you're just plugging in what are 6 movies from the last year or two that were popular.
Right.
Most of them should be horror movies. Some of them can
You
be.
don't have to be.
I don't know. For example, God, the hurting of children in these movies is one constant that I do admire.
Right, but
It's funny
this
that
is
kids
the
get hurt.
first movie that has failed. That like they burn his head and
They set a baby on fire,
but
and
it
even
doesn't
that
even
isn't funny.
work.
Yeah.
So I think what we've learned is important is cast.
Mm-hmm.
I
I mean, Simon Rex is still he's a great foil. He's like
so what do we
in
learn?
an Anna Faris-less void.
What do we learn from that? Oh, probably directors, where the Zuckers and the Wayans had very specific ways that they like probably communicated with their actors. Here you have the exact same person who was perfect in Scary Movie 3.5, and here he's a dud.
Yeah.
He's like a dead body. He doesn't do it because what he's given to work with is so
It's so
pathetic.
bad. Yeah.
He looks like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I mean,
Starting to get a Bill
vaguely.
Nye face.
I mean, here's the thing: what we've learned is that like these movies are parodying the found footage universe of horror movies, and I think what it mostly reminds us, seeing a like lifeless parody of it, reminds you of how incredibly difficult it is to make that kind of shtick work. Like watching Blair Witch, it is legitimately astonishing that that movie works. It really does.
Yeah,
And I like some found footage movies, but seeing like again this like shitty photocopy of them, it's like visually so dull.
Right.
And you really have to be able to do something clever with it. And this is truly bad. We're seeing the flaming baby again.
That's the
That's
thing.
okay.
Well, with found footage movies is that you can't pull away. You can't have it be half found footage and half regular cinematographer
Yeah.
because that's the whole thing. Oh man, wow, that actor rules. You can't. The whole thing is you get caught up in being a part of the process,
Mm-hmm.
and if you pull away, then nothing's working anymore.
Yeah.
Especially when you have like extended bits of the main character fighting with the person that they've made fun of multiple times for being overweight, getting into a fight in the front yard and watching them just hurt each other.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's dull.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Sean strangely got. Do you think he watched Scary Movie 5?
I mean, he
just
must
wrote-
have made this written it, but I mean, we're talking about a 7-year gap between 4 and 5. So
When do you think he wrote
Sean had ample
this?
time to do this. And I kind of want to get back to Sean's work
Let's
because
do it.
yeah, okay, all right.
Let's do it.
I need to know where we've set up so much so far. Okay, where were we?
I mean, we're not going to have time to. This is probably a 90-minute screenplay?
Well, I think we're like, a good third of the way in. I'm sure we'll do it.
I'm not
less than a quarter.
Me.
Yeah, okay,
I'm only
fine.
like a fifth.
Okay, so we're in this room, spotless house, living room. Okay, Chief Martin Grody sits on the couch in casual clothing of a white polo shirt and slacks. He has his feet up on the coffee table and is watching TV. Insert TV. Interior hospital.
What's
day.
insert TV mean?
We're now looking at the television.
Okay.
A man sits on a hospital table with a patient robe on. He nervously looks around the room, and a doctor walks in with a stethoscope around his neck and a clipboard and pen in one hand.
Wait. So let me just get this straight. This is not happening to Brody. He's watching this on the television.
Martin Grody is watching TV. Okay.
So this doctor thing, this is a show that he's watching.
You're doctor, I'm man.
Okay.
Oh, this is not good. Okay, go ahead. Oh, yikes. Go ahead.
Let's see what voice.
This is a very bad joke.
Hello, Mr. Thompson.
Hello, Dr. Nichols.
Well, we ran a few tests and gathered up all of our data, and it turns out you got AIDS.
Oh, my.
But I do have good news for you.
There's a cure for AIDS?
Nah, I just saved a bunch of money on my car insurance by switching to Geico.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 50% or more in car insurance. Cut 2. Martin Grody laughs at the commercial. Those Geico commercials never get old.
Are you allowed to do that legally?
Would
Sean get away with that?
Parody law, right? It's parody law.
But I mean, we're talking insurance law. Insurance companies basically run this country. Do you think
insurance law?
Yeah,
the fuck is
famous
that?
insurance law is 1782.
The phone rings and Martin Grody gets up to answer it. Martin walks into the kitchen and picks up a phone on the wall. Hello? Nobody answers, and the phone continues to ring. He picks up the phone off the receiver under the wall phone. Hello? Still no answer, and the phone still continues to ring. He walks into his room. He walks over to the black phone behind his bed desk, and these phrases that Sean have are amazing. Yeah. Wall phone, bed desk.
This is a really, we're definitely getting into the mind of Sean.
Yeah. Hello? Still no answer. Damn it. He slams the phone and begins walking around the house, checking every room and picking up each phone, screaming into the phone. It still continues to ring. Finally, he walks back into the kitchen and sees his cell phone on the counter, ringing like a normal house phone. He sighs and picks it up.
So,
hello?
What do you think? Sean's cackling?
I mean, the thing about the Zucker brothers is that
loudly while he's writing this,
the dialogue is full of jokes that operate independently of everything else in the movie, as well as the parodies and stuff. And right now, there's nothing actually funny in this, which is a bummer.
So far, just like Scary Movie 5.
Right. Hello? Officer.
Martin, I think you should come take a look at this. I'm using a lot of my voices today.
Yeah. What is it?
Just come to the beach next to the office.
Martin hangs up and puts on his chief jacket and sunglasses.
Yeah.
Wall phone, bed, desk, chief jacket, sunglasses. As he walks out, a special report comes on TV.
There have been a number of attacks in resident homes in the past few days, along with a few decapitations and mutilations to human limbs. Here, update. More update tonight, later today night.
Good stuff. Sure, day. Martin rolls up to the beach and shuts off his car. The other officer, in full police uniform, walks up to his car. Martin steps out.
Is this the same officer as before?
The guy from the
Do I have to remember what accent I used?
You're like an English, like a sort of grandiose Gothic English accent.
Okay.
Where is it?
Right over there.
They walk over to an object in the sand. It's a girl's severed hand. How do I know if it's a girl's hand? And there are crabs crawling all over it.
Cool.
I can't clearly see what it is. There are too many crabs in the way.
That's a good joke. Actually, that could be funny depending on who's playing Martin.
Okay, there's a lot of problems with this script. Go ahead.
It appears to be a human hand, sir.
Interesting, but there aren't enough clues to tell us what killed this innocent girl. How do they know it's a girl?
Yeah.
It's a hand.
It's a hand.
The nails painted pink and beautiful? Soft skin, moisturized?
I mean, yeah, because man's hands are blue.
Man got blue hands and they're rough from working tilling the fields.
Yeah.
We tilled the fields all fucking morning, if you know what I'm talking about. And that, I mean, we went to a dog park and then ate burritos.
I thought you were talking about masturbating.
Oh, did you masturbate today?
No.
TBA. Across the hand is written the word shark is written dozens of times. But it had to be something in the ocean that killed her.
I could get... No, that was somebody else. I could get it examined and see what we can find out.
Yes, take it to the research lab. Keep me updated. Yes, sir. The officer puts the hand in a white plastic bag and walks off towards his motorcycle. See, right here, Sean, the Zuckers would have had a whole bit with the severed hand.
Oh, my God.
Are you kidding me?
Hand.
They said, yes, it's another classic hand job.
Yeah.
That's good. I just wrote a better joke.
It's okay, joke. Yeah.
Better than Sean, motherfucker.
Sean, motherfucker.
Martin stares out into the ocean. As he stares out into the sea, the officer drives off onto the road before getting hit by an 18-wheeler.
That's classic.
I guess so.
That's been in some previous ones.
Mm.
Why? But the other ones it sort of made more sense. That's how the last one ended.
It's just random. It's not like
I'm really sad.
Most of the movies end with people getting hit by cars. James Earl Jones getting hit by a bus is great.
Can I say something?
Always.
I miss, and I think it's a severe lack of decision making by the Zuckers to not have every movie end with Anna Faris looking up towards the heavens saying no.
No.
I think that was a really nice bit, and it could have been a loving gesture to the Wayans as people taking over a franchise, being like, "We're gonna do something different, but you started something. I'm gonna carry this forward."
Right. Show some respect to the originators. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. Some racist stuff is going on right now.
Yep.
It's not good.
Looks like it.
Interior street day. A little girl walks down the sidewalk with a stroller. The hand flies out of the plastic bag and lands on the stroller, and she stops to take her doll out. She pulls out the hand and stares at it, then smiles. She giggles and hugs the hand and sets it next to her doll. Hey. Interior Brenda's house day.
Cindy Campbell, still blonde and sexy.
Okay.
Wait,
Sean.
When do we meet Cindy?
Sean. She's just been introduced to it, but
how was it
Sean,
still?
I'm saying it's again. Do you listen to a single fucking word I say? Oh, it's over. Oh, thank God. That was it.
Wow.
Wow.
Cool.
That was short. No. Don't see Scary Movie 5. No, we're getting introduced to Cindy. There's a 7-year break between movies, so he's saying still because it must have been years at this point.
Wait, but has Cindy Campbell been in previous movies?
That's fucking Anna Faris.
Oh.
Jesus, it's like I'm doing this podcast by myself.
Wait.
You're so fucking stupid.
I love Sean really fucking hot. Not Sean's hot. Maybe Sean's hot.
Are you falling? You're just dying right now. You're
Sean
falling apart.
Is into Anna Faris.
I know, but Sean, Jesus, dude, take
Calm
5.
the fuck down.
That's bad stuff. Like also, the whole thing about Anna Faris is not that she's sexy, that she's like just a great like dopey protagonist. So leave her alone.
Yeah, sits in a chair next to Brenda Meeks. Oh, Brenda.
The great Brenda Meeks. Okay.
Who was sitting eating popcorn.
And with no word if she still has dark hair and is sexy. So
I think you should be Cindy because you love Anna so much.
Okay, and yeah, you should definitely play a black woman in this podcast reading.
Okay.
Because you've been doing such interesting voices.
Yeah.
So far, so
there is a slide changer next to them, and they are laughing at the wall where pictures are shown.
Oh, and here's our visit to the amusement park.
How old do you think Sean is?
Sean, I get a real 28 and single vibe. Oh, and here is our visit to the amusement park.
Wait, they're showing like
outtakes.
Yeah. That hasn't been done since like Rumble in the Bronx.
What are you talking about?
Jackie Chan's famous for his outtakes.
Every Will Ferrell movie does this.
Oh, I don't like Will Ferrell. I've never seen one of his movies.
Man, this is rough.
Yeah.
Oh, and here's our visit to the amusement park.
Oh, yeah, that trip was the bomb.
Huh, interesting. You've done a lot of very rich voices before, and yet now with Brenda, you've chosen to somewhat...
Don't make this a race thing. That was what I wanted.
Okay. The slide changer changes to the next picture, and it shows Cindy walking towards a cart on a roller coaster. It changes to the next picture, and it shows a man pushing Cindy into the cart. The next picture of Cindy's legs sticking out of the coaster with the restraints down. We see her feet, those beautiful feet writhing in the sun. Yes, Anna Faris's delicious toes.
God, I want to eat those toes. I want to just lick the crevices between the toes. I want to cut her
Sean,
toenails.
Wow. Okay, there's a few paragraphs to that. So we're going to get to the end. The train is leaving the station. Brenda.
Oh, man, you were the most scared whitey I've ever seen when the train entered the station.
Well, I was scared.
The next picture flashes on, and it's of Cindy sitting in the coaster cart. Her legs spread apart. Jesus Christ, Sean.
Sean.
What the fuck?
Her delicious toes sticking out.
Out of her vagina.
Yeah.
Sean, what the fuck?
She sucks her own toes.
Sean, you fucking perv.
Sick fucker.
Her legs spread apart and a huge wet spot is between her legs. She is crying and looks
stupid.
Let me do it, you fuck.
Sean.
Oh, Sean. You sick fuck. Everyone is laughing at her. Another picture shows up and it shows Shows up. You know, when you're using a carousel, they just
keep
sort of
doing
show
it.
up. Another picture shows up, and it's of Cindy standing next to a giant man in a panda bear costume. Giant man?
So
What-
big.
What?
He's a very large
What world
man.
is this?
Just
She
keep
is
going.
trying to look happy and is still has the wet spot between her legs. Thanks, Sean, for letting us know. The next picture comes up, and it's a picture of a guy throwing up on her as people coming out of the roller coaster.
Brenda laughing even harder.
Wait, should I be laughing or to read that?
Just read it funny.
Ha! That was the funniest thing I ever saw at an amusement park. Probably the third or fourth funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Man, did that smell.
Yeah, and he should have chewed his food before swallowing.
Oh, good one, Sean.
Not good. Another picture pops up. It's a picture of Brenda holding a medium-sized stuffed animal. Around her are the bright lights, and there are sharp knife-like objects hanging above her.
I'm going to interrupt. Watching these outtakes, you know what I'm grateful for?
What's that?
At least they're having fun.
It's nice when people have fun on set.
You know what they say? You know, it's like, oh, you could tell they were having fun.
That was Mac Miller. I thought it was Mac Miller, but I wasn't sure. Wow, R.I.P. He's dead now.
Who's that?
That's Mac Miller.
Who's Mac Miller?
The guy next to Snoop Dogg. He's a
No,
rapper.
I'm
He's
saying
dead.
he's a rapper. Okay.
And he died.
How'd he die?
I believe a drug overdose. Don't quote me on that.
Fuck.
Oh, Bow Wow was in this?
Wow.
Yeah,
We missed that.
we sure did.
Man, this woman cannot. She just laughs at everything. She's having so much fun.
This is funny. Now people.
Oh no, I know, but she's
Yeah.
not a professional. What's the name of the good
No,
ballet
lots of
person?
pros laugh. All the pros laugh.
What's the name of that good ballet lady?
The good ballet lady? Oh, I love
Who's-
ballet.
No, who's dancing in this movie?
I don't fucking
Really
know.
good?
Oh, Molly Shannon.
Yeah, she was doing some crazy shit in the bathroom, and whoever this is just couldn't stop
It's
laughing.
Ashley Tisdale.
Okay.
There's the great Jerry Connell.
Oh my God, goats?
I know. Jerry Connell's career is fascinating to me because he's like in Tomcats. Was that his big breakout, Tomcats?
I don't know who this person is. So.
Jerry, you don't know Kangaroo Jack star fucking Jerry Connell?
Wow, Kangaroo Jack.
We should do that movie.
Do you think there's a Kangaroo Jack reference in Sean's script?
We'll only find out if we keep reading, which you're doing extremely slowly.
We're gonna have to. We can't read the whole thing, Josh.
Well, not at this rate.
Okay. Oh, that was fun trip. We have to do it again sometime.
Yeah, but hopefully nothing bad will happen to me when we do. That's not what Cindy would say.
No,
Sean,
she
you don't.
wouldn't say that.
You know nothing of my art.
Ugh, if not of your art.
I'm speaking from her perspective.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, if nothing bad happened to you, then you wouldn't have any friends, Cindy. That's wow, Sean. Sean's like really like
Keep
he's
reading.
trying.
Keep fucking reading.
I just want to say Sean is trying to like analyze what Cindy represents to the film franchise.
There's a sort of a meta element to this that
Yeah.
seems a little unearned.
So he's saying that like she's a klutz. She gets hit a
finish
lot.
the sentence. You didn't finish the whole thing.
Watching you get hurt and embarrassed is fun to watch.
That's Sean writing from the audience's perspective in a
Yeah.
way that's supposed to be a telling wink.
Brenda would never say that.
Sean,
Cindy,
we're already fans. Don't speak down to us.
Brenda gets up and walks towards the kitchen, carrying the popcorn with her. You turn off the slide projector while I go get us some more snacks.
Now, Brenda would say that. That does feel like something Brenda would say.
I don't think so either.
I do. You're wrong.
I think she would say, "I'm getting more snacks." She would not have a turn off the slide projector.
Okay, hurry back. Brenda leaves, and Cindy begins to turn off the slide projector. She presses the wrong button, and the projector begins to switch slides at an amazing speed. A few slides pop out of place and smack Cindy in the face. Whoops, she gasps and finally stops it. It holds in the picture of Brenda holding the stuffed animal with the knives above her. Interior, Brenda's house/kitchen, day. Brenda walks towards the island in her kitchen. Above it are sharp cooking knives, including steak knives and shish kebab spears.
Cool.
There are metal poles at the corners of the island counter that rise up to the hooks where the cooking knives are connected to. Dios míos. She grabs a bag of chips and is too lazy to walk around the island to get the popcorn. She leans over the island to reach for it. Her boobs get in the way, and the island begins to shake a little, making the poles wiggle and loosen the cooking knives. I don't understand.
Sean,
Sean, you're painting a complicated picture
Sean,
here.
have you ever interacted with boobs before?
Her boobs get in the way?
And they cause the table to wiggle?
Cindy's toes burst out of her shoes. Those toes look so good. You can just pop them in your mouth all day and suck on them like a lollipop. Cindy looks at the picture on the wall and sees the knives hanging above Brenda's head. Cindy stares at it longer, and the soon snaps out of the trance. She turns the slide projector off and walks into the kitchen. She walks into the kitchen and sees Brenda struggling for the popcorn. She hands the popcorn bowl to Brenda. Hey, Brenda, you know when we almost died on that kiddie ride at the amusement park?
Brenda pulls herself back and walks away from the counter just as the knives fall and stick into the counter. Yeah, that was me.
Well, what if, like in that movie, death is coming after us now?
Oh, please, Cindy.
Brenda pulls some bread and plugs in the toaster. Right as she takes her hand off the plug, the socket sparks and begins to smoke.
If death was after us, he wouldn't want to mess with me, but he might kill you, being scared and white and all.
Do you think Sean's white?
That's a great question.
You think Sean Elwood's white? What do you think?
I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Because he has this deft approach to racial comedy that leaves me wondering, has he been there? Does he understand? Let me see if I can have a photo of Sean. Yeah, Sean looks pretty white.
Wait, you found it? The actual Sean?
That's from SeanElwoodArt.com.
Wow.
That's Script Revolution. That's ScriptRevolution.com.
It's probably the same guy.
Yeah.
I mean, how many Sean Elwoods are in the business?
God, I mean, it's one of the best names in the biz. All the photos of Sean Elwood are coming up as a white fellow.
I got to tell you, Josh.
Yeah.
I'm getting bored.
Scary Movie 5 by Sean Elwood,
Yeah.
the spec script.
It's not holding my interest.
Why not?
If I were sent this script, I was a famous actor, and someone was like, "Oh, you should read this script for Scary Movie 5. It's coming up."
Okay,
It's coming out in a
let's
couple
go.
years."
Let's cut to the end.
Cut to the end.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Which part?
Fade to black. Cut
Wait,
to black.
This is so fucking long. This is like
I know.
I think this would be more than 90.
It's a 200-hour movie.
Yeah.
Fade in. Interior mall day. A zombies rises from the floor,
Fuck.
hitting.
Wait, where are you? I don't know where you
Just
are.
go to the bottom in the last part. Oh, God damn it.
Fade to black.
We're like so close.
Cut to black.
Cut to black.
Fade in.
Interior mall day. A zombies rises from the floor, rubbing his head and looking back at a facehugger curled up on the floor like a dead spider. We missed a lot.
Wow, there's an alien reference.
The zombie's the only zombie in the mall, and suddenly he is shot in the head. He falls down and people surround him, staring at his body. Person number 1.
Another one for the fire.
The people walk away, leaving the zombie lying in the middle of the mall. His chest jumps. It jumps again. A chest burster pops out.
What they're called?
A chest burster, yeah. A chest burster pops out and screeches. Close up, chest burster. The chest burster is rotting already. A zombie chest burster. It moans and opens its mouth. Cut to black.
That's how it ends?
The end. It's good to end a scary movie with not a joke.
Yeah, with not even
It's
close
good
to a joke.
Right, to set it up with, I think Sean has another script written called Alien vs. Zombies.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've got the perfect, it's perfect, people are going to love it. It's aliens, but they're zombies.
Wow. This sucks. This is worse, I think, than whatever. I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Who fucking knows? This franchise flames out.
Yeah, this is a franchise falling apart. This, honestly, for me, this franchise never got started. It's been a collection of mostly bad bits. Scary Movie 3.5 was good.
Here's the thing. You got to go into these movies expecting, amidst the absolute fucking scattershot approach to humor, there's a few gems that pop up along the way. I truly laughed at the funeral scene in Scary Movie 3 is the funniest thing in the entire series, followed maybe by the back and forth about opening the car door in Scary Movie 4, which I liked a lot.
I think that might have been the best writing Zucker's. Well, I don't know. He's like the best back and forth. Zucker does a lot of like people talking around each other and people like sort of not communicating well. That was a very good scene of them like trying to do something together, which it seems like sort of rare for Zucker, and I think it really worked. Yeah,
because that whole mode of like making a dumb joke and then magnifying it and magnifying it and magnifying it. It really pays off when it's good.
Yeah, like the duck thing where he's like, I want to know how the duck dies, or I want to know what happens to the dog, and then they have this like very long conversation.
Where you got to fucking flesh the shit out. Where the president in 4, Leslie Nielsen, he wants to find out what happened at the end of the duck story. He's hearing when he learns the news of the alien attack.
Yeah, much in the same way that Bush wanted to stick around and hear what happened to whatever
the goat.
Yeah, the goat.
It was a goat story. Wow.
Can you imagine being a child just reading about goats?
Yeah, and also having
ducks.
your parents explain like 9/11 to you because you saw Scary Movie 5 or 4, and then being like, I don't get it. What's the joke? Like, well, when the Bush administration collaborated with the Saudis to carry out 9/11 as a pretty obvious effort to seize control of the oil fields of Iraq and balance out Russian and Iranian influence in the Gulf Coast, it's not that complicated.
No, it's not.
Also, jet fuel can't melt steel beams. It's
absolutely. You know what is complicated?
Nanothermite.
What happens to that goat?
That's complicated.
You got to stick around.
The goat Probably dead. It's probably not alive anymore. Okay, let's rank the series at this point.
Let's do it.
Okay, here's I think let's just do it at the same time. I think we agree. Scary Movie 3 is obviously the highlight.
Top to bottom?
Top to bottom.
Okay, top to bottom.
I think 3 is the best of the series.
3 is the best of the series.
Now, here's where I think where we differ.
Oh, yeah.
Scary Movie 4 is my number 2. I love the Zuckers. I love Airplane. I love that kind of humor. I will take third-rate Zucker if it means a movie that with that Spitfire series of wordplay things versus the skits of the Wayans.
We don't disagree.
That's your number 2?
Yeah, it's my number 2.
Okay.
What I was saying last episode was that it made me, a bad Zucker makes me miss something that I haven't seen in weeks. But I'm sure if I started watching Scary Movie 2 again, I'd be like, oh, fucking Christ, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Yeah.
But like a bad Zucker is disappointing. And I think that's just, you're ready for something. And then it's like when, I don't know, you want like a sandwich and all you get is bread.
Yeah.
And it's okay bread. It's like pretty good bread. But have you just tried eating 2 pieces of bread?
It's not great.
I've done it.
I think we've all done it.
Oh, there's a little after credit sequence. Charlie Sheen,
the great. Rest in peace.
May you
Is
rest.
he dead?
I hope so.
Wow.
Oh God, it's all a dream. It's that thing. What was there? A TV show? It was all.
Fake Leo's back. They're doing the Inception thing.
Oh, it was all an Inception.
Mm-hmm. And it's full circle back to Lindsay Lohan coming over. Lindsay Lohan's pretty good. Oh wow. The joke is that Lindsay Lohan's a bad driver and she killed Charlie Sheen.
That was the one thing we didn't talk about. Was that for some reason they didn't get a special effects team? They just got someone to do a lot of stop motion.
No, they're trying to parody that style from those movies.
What movies?
From the found footage movies of like the skittering around.
No, that part.
Creepy kids.
But when they do a skittering around, they don't usually do stop motion. Like that was just them rather than.
No, that's an old trick. That's a classic thing that
I
the
know,
movies
but like
do.
rather than just like have a car because they couldn't drive it fast, they just like stop motioned it into the room. It's very weird. I didn't like the editing at all in this movie.
And that was a stirring 88 minutes, including credits.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so number 1, Scary Movie 3. Number 2, Scary Movie 4.
Yep.
This is where it gets complicated for me.
Yeah.
Of the first 2, I guess the second I like slightly more, but no, I think the first one probably takes number 3.
I'm gonna go. For me, number 2 is number 3.
Okay.
Because I think the first one's biggest problem was that it was so aimless. Maybe it had, and I honestly didn't laugh that much. I laughed more in 2 too. So I think 2 is definitely the winner for me. But ultimately, it was a better movie.
I'm going to go with you.
It kept my attention more.
Plus, I love David Cross and Chris Elliott. God bless him.
I did not like them at all.
And the great Tim Curry.
I actually don't think I like Chris Elliott because so far he's just.
Have you seen Cabin Boy? You guys see Cabin Boy? That's
so
like
far
the best
all he's
movie.
done in both of them is to punch down on people with disabilities.
Yeah, that shit's funny.
That shit's funny.
Yeah,
That shit's funny.
okay. 3, 4, 2, 1, 5.
We are total agreement.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah. Yes,
It is the year when we speak today, my friend.
Yes.
It is the year 2020.
Sure.
It has been a staggering 7 years since Scary Movie 5.
Mm-hmm.
Were you to find out they were making a Scary Movie the 6th?
What do you think they'd call it?
Scary Movie 6.
Probably right.
Scary Movie the 6th inning.
Do you think they would go back to, so it's Scary Movie, Scary Movie 2, the number 2, Scary Movie 3.3, the number 3,
Oh my God.
Scary Movie 4, the number 4, and then Scary Movie 5 is the Roman numeral 5. So what do they think they're going to do? They're going to do Scary Movie 6 Roman numerals?
For the record.
Oh, shit. Wait, movie, MOVI. That's 6. They would keep that going.
Okay.
Thank you for letting me do that.
Yeah, I didn't pay a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Critically speaking, Scary Movie got a 53% Rotten Tomatoes, Scary Movie 2 a 15%, 3 and 4
Wow.
tied at 35, and then Scary Movie 5 4%.
That's good.
That's fair. It's very bad.
But that's the thing is that the whole, like, people still hate sequels.
Yeah.
Especially from that era, like the early 2000s, late 90s, people, like, critics hate sequels. They're just going to give it a bad score because it's a sequel.
Here's something crazy. These movies collectively brought in almost $900 million.
Yeah, as you said at the beginning of the series, that 5 movies almost made $1 billion.
Yeah.
But what was the budgets? Pretty cheap, right?
Pretty low. This last one was $20 million, which it looked like.
Great.
Scary Movie 6, the next chapter, I think this is made up. See Ghostface again, except he may be too silly to be an official killer. Parodies many films.
Parodies many films.
Says
Written
JP
by-
Collins SD 26987. The best
Wait,
part is
written by Sean Elwood.
Sean Elwood. What are you doing here,
What
Sean?
the fuck?
Anna Faris is in it, and it says the note: Cindy Campbell is now 29 years old. IMDb is the Wild West.
Yeah.
There's all these allusions to Scary Movie 6 that I don't think are existent, obviously.
So to answer your question, if Scary Movie 6 were to be announced, no, I'm out. Yes, of course I would watch it with you and we'd record a fun episode about it, but no, I'm done.
Scary Movie 6. Someone made. Should you put up that title card?
That's
really
it.
funny.
That's
No,
what I just described.
Yeah. You nailed it.
I
You
nailed it.
Yeah. Someone thought of it too. You're not special. This is only an idea from a fan. Says this article. Scary Movie 6 is an upcoming 2020 horror comedy parody film. It parodies The Conjuring, Get Out, The Purge series, Poltergeist, The Babadook, Happy Death Day, Lights Out, Split, and Don't Breathe.
Too much. Wow, it's really easy to just like come up with a fake movie. Is that a thing? People do that?
Summary: the sixth and final installment of the Scary Movie franchise.
Why final?
That's not a summary. Plot: takes place 6 years after Scary Movie 5. Not the plot. They want Regina Hall back as Brenda. We want Anna Faris back as Cindy.
We want it.
They want Ashley Tisdale back as Jodie from this movie, and Eric Ash back as Kendra Brooks from this movie. That's a lot. Doubling
We
up
don't
on.
want it.
Okay. Martin Wayans back as Shorty Meeks.
No, you can't.
Hold on. Sean Wayans back as Ray Wilkins. Yup.
Sure. Let's lose one of them.
Here's my hot take for this franchise: Ray spinoff movie.
Yeah, I take it.
Ray rules.
Yeah. That's like I think the biggest thing that I've learned watching these movies is that Ray is the ruler.
Here's a trivia about Scary Movie 6, the fan idea.
Yeah.
The film lasts TBA minutes long. Hey, here's a fan
What is it? What are you doing?
Here's a fan guess. 87 minutes.
What are you doing? There's websites where people just say, "Oh, wouldn't this be cool if there was a Scary Movie 6 that we don't have anything about it?"
I like the idea that in a world where people use their imaginations and their experience in the world to fantasize about the most incredible things, you have Borges and his amazing writing conjuring up the labyrinths of the soul, the mind. You have Stevie Spielberg's making the dinosaur movie, and the dinosaur is big. And then this guy is like, what if there's a Scary Movie 6?
What server is this on?
Fandom.
Can we just find this server and just
fandom
shut
wiki.
it off? What the fuck?
It's ideas.fandom.com.
So what this person did was made the Scary Movie 6 logo,
yes.
which if I thought of it, thousands have thought of it. And he made an entire website devoted to this one picture that he made in Photoshop.
There's a Scary Movie 6 movie trailer parody.
Can we watch it?
Yeah, we're watching it right now.
Oh, you want to put it on the big screen?
Yeah. Pull it up. This is we have to live react to this one.
Yeah.
Fans are like, okay, they're at the end of the Scary Movie series. They're gonna go out big on this one. So what we're gonna bring for you right now is our live reaction to the Scary Movie 6 fan trailer, which was made a couple years ago. Okay, you don't have to do fan trailer. He's Googling slow, everybody.
I'm only using one hand. I gotta.
You can put your mic down for 1 fucking second. No one cares what you have to say, anyways.
Is
Here
this
we
it?
go. Yeah.
Oh, it's a parody though.
But who cares?
There's teaser content.
Okay, we'll watch both. Okay, here we go. So first off, classic green preview.
Oh, this looks like a real trailer. Oh, it's muted.
There's juice in it. Oh, it's okay. That's loud. All right. Okay, here we go. And we're opening on. The new speakers sound great. Okay,
Yeah.
It's rainy. Oh, they're doing an it thing for sure. Okay, they got the font back.
An unspeakable evil returns.
And it's going
What's
to
that little logo in the corner?
be U.14 round 2.
Weird. So we got ourselves an it.
Oh my God, this is Anna Faris.
Whoa!
This
they
is
just
nuts.
photoshopped.
Oh, this is amazing.
This is terrifying.
This is amazing. That was Brenda as it. The last movie sucked. And now it's Logan Paul as Logan. This is Psycho. It's it with lots of faces edited into Stranger Things now.
So who made this?
Kevin Hart
Damn!
and Regina Hall in another movie.
Girlfriend. Come on, roll over and let me
Oh.
please.
Chris Pratt.
I'm sorry. Poop on you. I meant poop on you. Don't answer the
So wait, are these shots from other things?
Yeah,
or-
there's shots
okay.
from other things edited together into this parody thing. They already did the ring.
Yeah, this is
This
terrible.
is lazy.
I'm turning this off.
We're halfway through.
Nobody is safe.
Not even superheroes. No, which superheroes? Aquaman. No. Wonder Woman. Oh, that's the Avengers. Oh my God, this is the craziest thing we've ever seen. Like they put effort into this.
Coming to the movies tonight, or are you gonna flake again?
A Quiet Place 2 joke. Oh my God. So the bit is that Brenda is freaking out watching A Quiet Place 2. Huh. Scary Movie 6.
Oh, they did it wrong. They should have
Yeah.
done the scary movie.
There's not a lot of continuity. Marlon Wayans is Urkel. Kathy Griffin is Pennywise. Hold on. Brenda was Pennywise earlier. That's a goof. Go to IMDb.
Excuse me.
I hate. I think.
Fan culture is bad.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have fans. You shouldn't be a fan of things.
No.
I think it's the whole Reddit. We're not going to. Fine. God.
No, we're not doing any more.
This is important work. We do the work other people don't need to do. We do it for them. We do it for the people. Okay, I do want to play Crimson Land before we start a new series. So
I agree.
Let's
We
announce our
shaved-
next saga.
That's right. We're
Bum,
done.
bada, bum, bum,
Oh, this
bum.
is feeling good.
Let me unsheath my katana
Yeah.
and put on my sunglasses.
Wait, are we doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again?
No, my good man. We're doing another gross urban movie about a wet, drippy city full of carnage.
Yeah.
Blade.
Nice.
This summer.
Wait, no, we're doing it now.
Wesley
No,
Snipes
we're doing it
is
now. We're doing it now.
the Blade Man.
We're not
I'm
gonna wait.
Blade Man.
Yeah, we're doing Blade. I think
Schwing!
for some reason there's like a new one coming out like 4 years from now, so we decided to do it now. What was
Well, there's 3 Blade movies, and I love the Blade movies. I haven't seen the third one, which is called like Trifecta or
it?
Trilogy.
Trinity. Wow. I've never seen any of them.
You ever seen any of them?
I don't think so. I
That's
might have seen the
crazy.
first one, but I have no memory.
Blade is a cable access staple.
Yeah.
That shit's was growing up constantly.
It looks cool. It looks
Blade
sort of
is
like
great.
Matrixy.
Some say Blade 2 is better than Blade. I guess we'll find out in the next installment of When Will It End? It's a movie podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Charles.
We did it. We got through 5 scary movies. Can you believe it?
Yeah, they're all pretty short.
Yeah, me too. They're pretty short. I guess I'll close the book by saying, what's a good parody? What's a good horror parody we can finish on?
Oh, we could end it with a chest burster.
No,
Just
Sean
bursting.
Elwood already covered that so good. It
Yeah,
was so
you're right,
funny
you're right.
at the
It's a
end of
good
it. What if the chest burster came out of the zombie eating a cheeseburger or something? That's pretty funny.
So that's how you're gonna end this episode?
No, that's for a
don't get it.
visual gag.
Yeah, it's more okay.
How about this? Okay,
How
I
about
got
I'll
it.
be
I got
back?
it. Okay.
How about all we got?
No, that's Terminator. You fucking
Yeah, it's a horror movie.
no. You're so fucking dumb. No, it's it. Okay, and
we just saw it. They just did it in Scary Movie.
and we're do a better version of it.
Okay.
You're Georgie. I'm Pennywise, and I'm in, and you're like looking for your boat, and you hear the sewer, and in the sewer, here's what you hear. And Georgie comes over and looks at the sewer grate.
Wait, what do I say?
Hello, hello, Georgie. Are you farting?
Oh.
Are you farting? Are you farting?
Are you farting down there?
Yes, Georgie, I'm farting. Everything down here farts. When you're down here, you'll fart too. Sorry, I went to Don Julio's for lunch.